you know, being a commander and, being with my new teammates and new fan base.
Did you expect the Commanders to take you?
Um, I didn't expect the Commanders to take me, but I had a great relationship with the Commanders throughout the whole process. Senior Bowl, the combine, talking to them. So it was just a great feeling. So yeah.
Hi, Trey. Adam talked about how you have, earned everything you've gotten, going from Lafayette to Alabama to Ole Miss. How has that kind of helped you as a corner on the field, off the field? How's that kind of shaped you?
It just grew as more as like, as a person, and I learned a lot about myself. Just finding a way, and just sticking to the plan, keeping the main thing, and just be patient.
What is it that you learned most about yourself during that period?
During this period, I learned a lot. I learned about, mental toughness, staying patient, and, don't always be uptight. You can let loose, have fun, smile, just be yourself. I feel like that whole journey was just, that's how I learned.
And then Adam Peter said that when Trey Harris was here on a visit, that you guys had some battles in practice. What do you remember about
What's
going
that?
up against him, and how, like, what do you remember about that competition, and how did that help you?
It helped me tremendously because one-on-one battles, 7-on-7, all those things just made each other better. Iron sharpens iron, and can't take that for granted. And growing up and being in the same area, we both knew the type of standard that we wanted. So we just kept going hard in practice, and just kept on playing.
Hey, Trey, congratulations, man. Adam said that he was pretty surprised you were still there. Were you surprised you were there at 61?
I was surprised, but you just never know with the draft. Anything could hit you. Just gotta stay positive throughout the storm, and and once your numbers get called, it's go time regardless.
Hey, Trey, what do you want your new teammates to know most about you as you come to the Commanders?
Just a person that's ready to work. Pretty straightforward. Um, just ready to get to know everyone, make everybody better, and just go out there and compete and get straight to business.
Trey, how would you describe your game and how do you fit in Washington?
I feel like fitting in the Commanders' defensive game. I feel like just being aggressive. I feel like the whole defense is like played on being aggressive, and I could bring more to that table and bring in my talents and just overall just being more productive. As a whole.
Hey, Trey, did you play against Jaden when you were at Alabama? And if so, what do you remember about that, Jaden Daniels?
Man, playing against playing against him at Bama, great game. Uh, can't wait to talk to him, conversate. But Jaden is a real great player, great quarterback, and I'm looking forward to more events and getting to know him.
Hey, Trey, where do you think that you've grown the most over this year as you enter the NFL playing for the Commanders?
I've grown mentally. I feel like my everything is mental for me. So just like I said, stay positive. Always wanted to learn. Always wanted to you know learn from someone. Just get new knowledge. I feel like that's where I've grown from. So
All right. Thanks, Trey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank y'all. Appreciate it.
See you soon.
Thanks, man. Congrats.
Thanks, Trey.
Recording
Thank you.
stopped.
Thank y'all.